Hey, Doc, go crazy.
Alright.
You're
Hold on, let me turn this up a little bit. Let's hear some Don.
I hear you blending. I hear you.
I love it.
Yeah, nah.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Shout out to Don Tyler Room. Shout out to that. Ooh, what album is this? I think that's number one, right? That's starting the first Don.
Yes.
All right, cool. Cause I got number two. I don't know if I'm supposed to be playing number two.
I don't think you're supposed to.
But you know, who cares? If y'all got leaks, play it. If you got it, play it.
Lead to a certain extent.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm about
Right.
to say. Yeah.
SouLTopiA Radio, episode 26. 7. Oh,
Wow.
In the building.
dang it. I was
in
close.
it.
27, we going.
27.
We going. I'm DAHT.SOUL. This is my gang that I have with me today.
You're.
We do have a special guest up in here today.
Hey, you know it. I'm excited, bro.
Today we have a guest up in here today. SouLTopiA loves having guests.
Hometown.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. We want to welcome back DJ Chanelli too. We missed her last week,
Go, DJ.
but she is back, so welcome back.
That's my DJ.
JT actually got on my case last week about introductions.
Oh.
You gotta make them official, bro.
So you know what I'm gonna do today?
I'm making moments of it.
Nah, yeah. What I'm gonna do today
Okay.
is you gonna introduce this one today.
Oh,
Yeah, because hometown. Oh,
That's right.
hometown fam
Hey.
love.
I
It's
just
all the fam
I
love.
just want to say, if you know, you know. I have no problem introducing, man. You let me know. You know what I'm saying? Should I start?
Bro,
Yes, start it. Wow.
Wow, just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring and introduce to somebody that is very special, not only to the rap world, the music world, but she is very important to our movement and cause, to where we come from. She set standards. She has made goals that some would call unachievable or not able to be reached. But every time she conquers, she makes sure she shows at the end of the day that it is us from where we come from that continue to push and always move in a forward motion, which is progression, not just forward, but in progression. She's an entrepreneur. She's a songwriter. She's also an artist, and she's also my family. I'd like to introduce to y'all none other than my homie from Virginia, from the Seven Cities, Tidewater, the one and only TAZ TIKOON.
come on.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful
Welcome.
introduction.
Yeah, see,
Hold up.
Jesus, man.
That Nori
Did you practice
drink
that?
champs.
Golly, yeah, man. You giving people run for their monies, bro.
Hey, man.
You the intro
Also,
man.
too, side note, Taz partner was pissed off at me, so I got to give everything I
Yeah.
got, man. I got to give everything I got.
yeah, Taz.
Shout out to the home. She said she forgave me though, so it's all love. She said she forgave me. You know what I'm saying?
Which is good. So welcome in.
Thank you.
Welcome in. First of all, how are you today?
I'm blessed.
Bless.
Yeah, how you?
Hey, it's hot. I'll tell you
It's
that.
112 degrees.
It's
to be exact.
baking outside.
I'm like pool after this because
Yeah.
I'm.
I'm going maybe to the ocean. The ocean is going out to
Santa Monica and Huntington Beach ain't bad right now, bro.
purify
Malibu,
myself.
Lake Minnetonka.
Lake Minnetonka.
Okay, all right.
Like,
all right.
dude, it is baking outside, but I'm well. How's everybody else? How we doing?
Amazing.
I'm happy, man, because Taz is here and I got my DJ back.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. We back with a full house.
Yeah.
And the squad, Mr. Marshall, you good? All right, cool. He good. So if he good,
We good.
then you know the show is
So
good.
always good vibes.
Yeah,
here,
it's
you
always
know?
good
To
vibes.
bring all creative people here together is amazing for us to just connect. So
Come on, I love it. I love it. So, Taz,
Yes.
what's going on? What?
Talk to 'em.
Yeah, talk
to 'em.
talk to us. Talk to these people.
Let
What's
'em know.
going on, man? What in the world do you? Or I know what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they might know what you do too.
Mm-hmm.
But shoot, just give them a refresher.
Yeah. So I'm TAZ TIKOON, Thai millionaire from Hampton, VA, 7'5".
Represent.
You know what I'm saying? We're home of Pharrell, home of Missy, home of Timberland, home of Pusha T,
Sheesh.
Trey Songz,
Sheesh.
Chris Brown,
Breezy.
D'Angelo,
TAZ Tycoon.
TAZ Tycoon, JT,
JT.
Southside
Allen
Yoko.
Iverson.
My mama.
Free. What up, Free?
My mom from VA.
Michael
Shout out to
Vick,
Free. What up,
Antoine
Who?
Bethea.
Antoine.
I mean,
What up, Twan?
Like,
Dropping names.
I'm just, we can go
Dropping them
sports,
heats.
music,
Lawrence
entertainment.
Taylor, Chris Brown.
Masego.
She said-
Well, I take it back. They from outside, but still love the
Nah, this
No,
is VA.
I went to Hampton.
Oh, you went to Hampton?
Yeah, I went to Hampton for
The
5
other
years.
HU.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Howard.
She did go.
Yeah, so I know
HU?
when I seen your video about the Coliseum, I was like, "What? How is she? Wait."
Yeah.
Then it like all adds up now.
Oh, so you been in the
Yeah.
water?
Mhm.
Wow.
Something in the water?
Yeah, I was out there for 5 years.
Word. Okay, so you like that's where DJ Envy went to. You know what I'm saying? Hampton. Yeah. What else? Who else? I said Masego. Drum.
Drum. Shout out to Drum.
Drum, but now he goes by Shelly, right?
That's right. He did recently change it. Shout out to Shelly.
Oh,
man.
he goes by Shep.
Goes by Shelly now.
No wonder.
Yeah.
To be honest, just to go back, Hampton has the roots.
Right.
I mean, just to be there, I felt a different type of energy to be able to be like, wow, this happened here.
Yeah.
On this ground, the Emancipation Oak is right here.
It's crazy.
Because there's something in the water.
Yeah.
My mother graduated from Hampton,
Come on.
the valedictorian of her class too.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, Mom, tight. You
You
know.
talking about Hidden Figures? Y'all seen the movie?
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Going to outer space.
Yeah.
We
Downtown
something
Hampton.
In the water, something in the space. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, I'm from that cloth. You feel me? I feel like hip hop is extremely territorial, and when it comes to music, it's like I feel like I know where every artist that I've ever been inspired by, or not even inspired by, it could be anybody. I know that Nipsey's from Crenshaw and Slauson. I know
Right.
that Jay-Z's from Marcy Projects, that Nas is from Queensbridge, and I think that where you're from, even like in Malcolm Gladwell's book, The Outliers, it's you being from a certain place, and I think that Virginia, we've been such a melting pot of a place that people, Jay-Z used to dribble down in VA.
Yeah.
You heard Biggie, a lot of people
Yeah.
pass through. And I think that when it comes to places like Cali or Atlanta or even New York, like sometimes it's a little bit easier to identify from the lingo, the dialect,
Right,
and
right.
but with us it's like, oh, they from there?
Right.
But just even looking at Pusha T's last album was produced by Ye and Pharrell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's never been done in history. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's where I'm from. I'm from Todd Mill. I'm a Todd millionaire to be exact.
Come on.
What else, man?
Shout out
Tide
to the
Water.
family, man.
It's a lot for real.
Yeah, Tide Water. Hey, look, I had.
I forgot to mention, shout out to my OG Knots and
Knots.
Bink.
Yeah.
And shout out to Bink.
Go ahead and get this out real
Go
quick.
ahead, man. Go tell 'em about it, man.
All right, look.
Water.
I was giving a bottle of water. Chanel, look at this. Tide Water.
Tide
She
Water.
got a water on. She got her own water company.
Yeah,
That's.
my
I was
favorite.
just talking about starting a water company
Yeah.
because it was going on in Mississippi.
That's where you from?
No, but
Oh.
they are Mississippi. Actually, their water, they don't have any
Got a water
like
crisis?
drinking water.
And Jackson, Florida. I think Deion sent some.
Jackson,
Yeah,
Mississippi.
they don't have
Oh,
no
Oh, Mississippi, yeah.
okay.
no drinking
Yeah.
water, and they don't know when they're gonna have clean water. So people are brushing their teeth and washing themselves with a bottle of water.
Yeah, it's bad.
Like
and-
it's pretty like third world country over there right now.
Yeah, and one dude, he was making water out of oxygen. He had
Yeah.
big old. I don't want to get the words wrong, but
But he has a big tank.
Yeah.
That literally
H2O. He just really taking.
Yeah,
he
really.
takes the air and turn it into water.
but they were vandalized.
Yeah,
They were messed up. Like
people keep damaging it. So
not even keep damaging. What they did was like irreversible damage. It was
Yeah.
like the person knew exactly how to mess up
it
that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Over some water.
Yeah,
It's
over some
crazy.
water.
We take water for granted
I
every
think
day.
That's one of the biggest like all right, when you do the pH tests in all the waters, some and then some of them literally are acid.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I've been drinking Arrow. I remember one time I was like, ooh, Arrowhead. I love it.
He found out what was in it.
What? Almost
So much sodium. I'm like, why is there sodium in water?
Yeah.
15 grams of sodium? Like, whoa.
Dasani's the driest water I've ever had.
Yeah,
I drink it and
I can't do it.
But they're made by Coca-Cola
yeah,
and Pepsi.
Coca-Cola,
Yeah,
Pepsi
yeah,
companies.
Yeah.
That's all bad. So thank you for
amazing.
producing, some great
Yeah, I had to make sure I brought
quality.
the drip.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Water's
literally,
good.
literally.
Everybody's doing tequila. It's like, wait, let's get some water up in here.
Everybody doing tequilas.
Nobody wants to sober up.
No,
huh?
yeah,
Nobody wants to sober up.
everybody want to just be lit
Yeah.
all the time, not hydrated. I'm
Yeah, I actually came up with the idea like back in 2013, and when the pandemic happened, what was that, like March 2020, I was like, well, here's a call to action. People don't have any water, like going in the stores, and it was like just having an idea that I was sitting on, but it kind of like, you know, my back was against the wall, and I was like, well, damn, niggas, they don't got no water, like, what we gonna do? So, you know, trying to be a solution to a problem. That's why actually when I launched it. And, you know, when people meet people from Virginia, they be like, yo, y'all different. It must be something in the water. For me, like as a musician, I always have like a call to action with all my projects. Right. So during the pandemic, I think it was 7/17, 2020 actually, I released my project called Wave Goddess. Okay. And the whole project was about water. So, you know, in music, you have MP3s and you have waves. So I had a song called Holy Water, a song called Brainstorm, Wet, Drip Splash. And that's actually that's where it started. I was like, well, if I create a water company, I wanted to do it when I had that album. And, and I released a documentary too called Something in the Water during the pandemic. I had a publicist at the time that I was waiting on some press from, and it didn't come through. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my own documentary. Right. So I had shot all this footage of me back at home, and then the videographer, the editor, was like, yo, since you got all this footage, like, let me get some baby footage, some high school footage. Like, let's go back and let's, like, you know, kind of like really put this together. Not knowing that, like, when I did that, obviously I didn't set the trend for that. But then I'm like seeing Kanye's Genius, and then I'm seeing Lil Baby's Untrapped, and then I'm seeing Machine Gun Kelly. It's like, why wait for someone else to tell my story? Right. So I did the documentary, Drop the Water, and the project, and like a little bit before that, I did an album called Mentally Ill. Because I lost 5 friends to suicide. So sorry. Yeah, thank you. But I turned my pain into a painting. You know what I'm saying? So I did that, and ever since Mentally Ill, Wave Goddess, and even Airplane Mode, I just always tried to make sure that every time I do a project, like we were talking about off air, there's always something that it's attached to, so that you can have an immersive experience with it. So when you drink the water, you can listen to the music, go to the gym, work out to it, watch the documentary. It's like creating a lifestyle around my music. So. Right.
I feel like that's a part of like artistry a lot of artists don't get is, you know, all right, us 4 in here, well, us 5 in here, you know, aside from being an artist, we are also fans too. You know, when we see, you know, listen to music, we also want to see, you know, what's going on. Besides like the music video, you know, we want to, for some reason,
touch something. People want something lives, physical to touch.
Physical to touch, and something to continue to see, like the personal side of stuff. Like this water, even though it's within your artistry, that's personal. You know, that's something personal, and that's something people could really relate to. Most people drink water. If anybody tell you they don't drink water, that's the person you gotta watch out for.
You're like, drink some water. Your skin gonna be looking crazy.
What? You don't drink water? Right. You made up of water. You don't drink it.
No, you got dark piss.
Coming out. That's too crazy. But no, big ups to that. Now you have 3 projects out.
I have 10. Well, 9, but I'm about to drop my 10th one. That was just 3 of the ones.
That's just 3 you named. My bad.
So when we come back, make sure, because I want to ask Taz some questions too, like let everybody know like her name and stuff. You know how much she got her name. You know,
let's get it. Let's get it. All right. This is SouLTopiA Radio. We're gonna take a little break. You're TAZ TIKOON. I'm DAHT.SOUL. That's the gang.
Yeah. Like I said, shout out to everything legendary. I think these are a great combo. You know what I'm saying? He's picking up what I'm putting down. Places, the way it came on.
SouLTopiA Radio, welcome back. What's going on?
I love my DJ, man. She just mentioned Newmarket Mall to me, man, and when she said that, I felt even more in love with my DJ, man.
Tell the people about it.
All right, so if you're from the Newport News area, so like Taz is from Hampton, but we right beside each other.
Right.
But we got clubs in there, like honestly, it's because of culture. It's always a fight, or like something happens in there.
Yeah.
But so Taz was asking, she ever been to the alley? Shout out to the alley, man.
No, for real.
Alley.
Shout out to the alley. So
sometimes you need it.
Matter of fact, trivial fact. So you know the club that used to be over there by the Soap and Suds behind it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The
what was that club called?
It was a hey, hold on. I know what
you're talking
you
think about.
The bowling alley.
No, so we got the alley, and then we got Soap and Suds that's right behind it.
Yeah.
Soap and Suds.
It's a club that was right beside. Remember, it's like the teenage. We used to open on the weekends.
Not the reggae spot.
I love this. I love
It's
this.
an apartment,
I
right?
love
It's
it.
like it's a hotel. They turned the hotel to a club. Remember that?
Yeah, wait, that wasn't up Newport News by.
Turn the
Nah,
hotel
that's-
into the
nah,
club.
that's-
Sound
right,
about my
right.
room. Sound
Yeah,
about right.
But I say
like
that
that.
to say it has that much history. Matter of fact, if you go shout out to Matt Hoffa, my expert opinion, they did Mike Geronimo, and Mike Geronimo talked about a fight he had in Newport News at the club that was at that place. But the alley is a place. If you're from the neighborhood, it's a great place to go hang out.
Yeah.
But it's a horrible place to hang out if you got enemies as well, because it's guaranteed to start out fun and it always ends in violence. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny. The first day I met you, when I told you about I went to Hampton, you said, "So what do you think about Newport News? Because that's where I'm from." And I was like, I mean, I live there.
Right.
You know,
But yeah.
And where are you from originally?
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay, I used to live in Philly.
Oh yeah,
Never been to Pittsburgh. Though. That's
I was
where,
today
Mac
years
Miller
old.
and Wiz Khalifa from, right?
I fell in love even more with my DJ because she knew what Newmarket Mall was. Shout out to DJ.
Shout out to the DJ.
All everywhere. Everyone's like,
Shout out to the DJ.
Taz, I want you to, if you could, for us again, but also the people listening, tell them how you got your name.
Okay.
TAZ TIKOON.
TAZ TIKOON. So that story, man, it was okay. I was watching two separate interviews. It was a Dame Dash interview and it was a 50 Cent interview, and they both in both interviews they referred to them both as moguls.
Okay.
And I think Dame was like, I ain't no mogul, I'm a tycoon. I was like, I don't know why I'm thinking about Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yeah. But I'm like, what's the type? I had to go look it up. And so I on the bottom of my shirt, they can't see it, but it says a business person of exceptional wealth, power, and influence.
Shout out to Mr. Dash.
Yeah, so shout out Dame Dash, shout out 50 Cent, Tycoon Fest. It's all, connected. So I was like, all right, I heard that. And on Facebook, like you get like a couple times to change your name. So when I first started rapping, I was just going by Taz. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be like Nas, like I'm gonna be the only Taz. But
yeah.
Okay.
that wasn't working for me. There's a lot of Tazes in the world. So I was like, all right, I got on Facebook. I changed my real last name and I put Tycoon. I let it sit there for a minute because I was like, I don't know if I want to go on all the DSPs,
Right.
United Masters, Distro Kid, and change my name. I was kind of trying to get a feel for it. So March 3rd,
Distribution service platform.
Yes.
For those wanting with DSP.
DSP, yes.
Distribution service platform.
Emilio Cucci, what's up, bro?
Emilio Gucci.
That's my homie. That's his. Yo, he just
What a name.
Ain't
Right?
it? Yo, it's fire. He got some dope music.
I'd hope so.
He from Houston.
I'd hope so. I
Yeah.
hope when I see Emilio
Emilio Cucci.
Emilio.
Yeah, fire, right? I had to shout
Press
him out. He
play.
just joined
Fire.
in.
You got that vibe.
Yeah, so all right, March 31st, 2019, we lost Nipsey Hussle.
Right.
And after I grieved and everything, I remember just looking at my name and I'm like, well, when you hear hustle defines who Nipsey was. You know, he was a hustler. And I was like, I feel like Tycoon defined the woman that I am. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a philanthropist, I'm an artist, I'm a lot of different things. And I wanted my rap name to define me, like Roddy Rich, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
certain names that explain who you are. So I had just moved out my apartment. And then my mentor, shout out Candace Griffin at BET, she had called me and was like, yo, we doing this BET commercial we want you to produce for.
Nice.
So I came there and I was like, I'm thinking about changing my rap name. Candace, like, what you think? She was like, are you familiar in the Bible where Sarah changed her name to Sarah? Or when Abraham became Abram?
No, it's the other way.
I'm sorry, backward. But you
Yeah.
get okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I said it.
No, you
yeah,
good.
because I'm just
You good.
the story.
You got
Yeah.
it. Yep.
So they changed their names, and she was like, there's always a point in the Bible in the story where a person changes their name, and like watch what happens. I think you should do it.
Right.
Like no difference than like your last name changing when you get married.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, all right, Candace, I'm gonna do it. She didn't tell me to do it, but I was like,
Right.
all right. I changed my name. I emailed United Masters, everybody. I'm like, this is my rap name. I'm changing everything. A month later, I got booked to perform at my first festival, A3C Fest.
Come on. That fast.
Yeah. So they flew me out. My first time getting flued out.
Wow, now.
I got flued out. First time, period. I got flued out. That was my first festival, and I just kind of went from there, and that's when Tidewater came and AP
Nice.
Mode and all the other different entities. So that's how I came up with my name, and then definitively enough, 2020, 50 Cent announced that his first festival that he was doing was called Tycoon
Tycoon.
Fest,
Right.
in Atlanta.
Okay.
They took that, then they went to New York. They just had Tycoon Fest my birthday weekend in Houston. I was in Cabo, but the 26th was my birthday in August, and they had Tycoon Fest. And you know, like in the Chinese year, they always be like, it's the year of the bat, it's the year
Right.
of the dog.
Yeah.
I think it's
Right.
the year of the Tycoon.
Let's go.
Because if you hear the music, you hear Future got a song called Tycoon, Saweetie, I'm a Boss Tycoon,
lining it
her.
up.
Yeah,
Lining
I'm
the
hearing
stars up.
Tycoon a lot more than usual. You know what I'm saying? And I spelt it differently just for like algorithm purposes, because you might see Jeff Bezos, Mark Cuban, Mark Zuckerberg, all these other tycoons, but mine's is spelled Tikoon, because when you look in the dictionary, you know how they show you the pronunciation of it. I just took the pronunciation of it and spelled my name like that.
Horde.
Hard.
Let's go.
Tycoon.
Let's go. Let's
I have
go.
a question.
Yeah.
So, what drawn you to come to LA? When did you come to LA? And
My first answer, God. Honestly, I've lived in DC, Philly, New York, London, Atlanta, and I thrive off of uncomfortability. A lot of people get in a place and they like make it to the top. Oh, I'm the man, I'm the girl here. And LA, I had already lived in New York, and they was like, you know, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Yep.
Swear.
I was like, well, I don't have any real connections in LA, and there's something about starting over that I was obsessed with. And I thought about the Book of Eli. You remember when Denzel was like, where you going? I'm just going west.
West.
I didn't know what was west.
Towards the water.
Hey, that was a bar right there. That was a whole bar.
Yeah.
I just went west, and I've been here like 5 years now. Like
go.
going on
Shake
6.
it out west.
Yeah.
Shake it out west.
Yeah. So I came out here, and I just felt like I was at home. I love the beaches. I love the the mountains, and it was a vibe. And it's been a beautiful struggle,
Yeah.
because I came out here with like $2,500. I started off on 3rd and Whitmer. Some dude walked up on me and was like, "What up, blood?" I'm like, "I'm out of here." Went right to Koreatown, went to Pasadena, Simi Valley. I've been moving around.
Simi Valley. That's
Right. Out there.
Yeah.
That's not
Out
a
the
place.
way.
I know you don't want to go back there.
No. That's the one thing I did not like about being out here.
Oh, it's like that?
I don't like Simi
And
Valley.
that it's wild when you have to worry about your seeing too many of your own nation's flags.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of us out there. That's like it's like, are you black? I'm like,
Yeah, are you black? Like-
is that like what you?
Oh, we're like
is Semi
that.
Valley like in the valley?
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's not. That's what I thought. It's not that valley. It's not the valley. Like
it's another. It's like a half hour from
Yeah, it's out.
here,
But,
north,
Yeah.
like past North Bridge.
Oh, I just came from there. I went to they had like a carnival situation, like some type
Yeah.
of like but it was out in Simi Valley.
Home in Simi Valley.
Yeah,
There-
I only went there because when I had came out here, and when I went through a really bad depression after I lost my friends to suicide, I just went to Atlanta to live out there for like 9 months. I was like, it's too muggy. It rains 7 days a week. That's a whole week. Like, I'm not about to stay out here. I came back, and when I was applying for apartments, they was like, you need to be here in person. They was giving me a hard time.
Right.
So we moved to North Hollywood. The first day I got there was roaches. I checked my voicemail. They said, hey, we're located in the valley. We have an apartment with high ceilings and stainless steel appliances. And I'm like, okay. Like, I'm in desperation.
Yeah.
Right.
Unpacked my truck, packed my truck back up after driving across country.
Right.
And was like, oh, I'm in Simi Valley. And I stayed there for a year. And as soon as my lease was up, 2020, I moved
Out.
out into the Calabasas, Woodland Hills area.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good area.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's a nice.
I walk my dog. Hustle,
Yeah.
Shout out Hustle.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm right by Topanga Canyon Mall.
Yep.
I love it out
Plenty
there.
food.
Yeah.
Nice people.
Yeah.
Have your own space. in a
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I'm 20 minutes from Malibu Beach. Like, you know, I can get to Hollywood Studio City in 20 minutes. It's
Yeah.
like, I like the little suburb area. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's out the way.
Yeah.
Not so much city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know down here is.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm like, if I lived in Hollywood or downtown, I'm going back to New York because I can't do this.
Bruh.
I need
Walk
my peace of
outside.
mind.
do the road. I'm like,
Downtown
oh.
is no bueno. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Nah, I stayed
you know,
what's the joint? What's the G the G the joint that's by the Staples Center across the street. We stayed I stayed over there. That was alright.
the note.
It's condos and
I
that's
know.
that's how I know I was blessed and spoiled at that moment. Shout out to the Coop family. But,
No, I feel that. What's it called? My sister lives downtown now. Luckily, she's in like kind of outskirts, so it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Thank God, because
The art district's actually not that
Yeah.
bad. The art district's nice.
Yeah.
yeah, downtown's not like it's one of those areas where few streets are nice. You make a turn, and it's like
Don't
The
park
one thing
your
I love
car
about
there.
Yeah.
Don't leave your car unattended.
I like downtown. All my friends that stay down there, they got door people. That's one thing
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
say. I like that can't nobody come up to
Yeah,
the floor
without-
unless you're. I need that
without
next.
buzzing.
I'm
Yeah.
like, if it's not I mean, God willing, it's a house. But
Yeah.
I need a door person.
Absolutely.
Like, cause I look in my building, I'm like, I'm living in this luxury apartment. Y'all over here just smoking in the building. Like, what's up? There's no
Yeah.
like, I just pay too much rent to be living here.
Right,
Like,
correct. Hey, we're gonna take another little break,
Brizzy.
but hey, you know we might go over a little time because there's just a lot to cover.
Shout out to my bro Sheik.
All right, this is the gang. I'm DAHT.SOUL. That's SouLTopiA Radio.
Yeah.
She throwing it back with the cash. Drip.
Look like a chicken, I'm taking back.
Hey,
Yo.
how's it going, y'all?
Doing great. You're doing great, man. Doing well.
It's one of my favorite songs right now. Shout out Fabo.
Shout out Cardell.
Shout out Theory on the production. That boy,
That's my bro.
hey, that boy got some records coming out. Can't wait for all y'all to hear those.
Shout out to every artist out there.
Yeah, man. Shout
making
out to
it
everybody.
work,
Shout
not giving up.
Shout out to everybody on these different angles we got.
Right.
We everywhere.
We got angles. We got angles.
For real. I said, I'm on camera today. I'm make sure I
We
look
got-
good.
Again, we got lights. We
Yo.
got cameras. We got vibes. What's going on, JT?
So we got TAZ TIKOON in the building.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure just to ask a little bit about. So the single is Tied Millionaire.
Yeah.
The EP is Airplane Mode. Mm-hmm. Okay. So can you give us a little bit of information about the single Tied Millionaire?
Yeah, for sure. I dropped the Top Millionaire single a couple of months ago, my latest single. Like I said, I'm from Hampton, VA, 7'5" to be exact. My hood is Todd Mill.
What up, Shell Road?
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah.
Right over there by the Langley Air Force Base and Boo Williams Sports Complex.
Let's go.
Back in 2014 was an interesting year because that's when I came up with Tide Water and Tide Millionaires. I was just looking at my neighborhood name and I was just like, yo, I'm from Tide Mill. I'm a Tide Millionaire. So, like I said at the beginning, you know, hip hop was very territorial, and I just wanted when people to get to know who I am. It's like people want to be a part of a gang. So Tide Millionaires for me is like wavy people getting money. If you're not from my hood, you can still be a Tide Millionaire.
Right.
Financial literacy and all that type of stuff. So I dropped the single as a way of like you know, Taz is from VA, but where's she from in VA? Like, you know, Nipsey is from Los Angeles, but he's from Crenshaw.
Right.
So Tide Millionaires for me was like that anthem to let people know that's where I'm from. You see the T, Tide Millionaires, Tide Water. You know what I'm saying?
Tide water.
Tide Water, Tide Millionaires. So
We used to throw that up in. Well, we still do.
Oh, yeah.
We throw that up in the bay.
for real.
Yeah.
What does mean?
It's for this. Sorry,
Yeah.
but it's also for Tycoon
It's
because
a
Mac Dre.
Tycoon. I like that. I got
Yeah.
Oh, you said it was a W?
Nah, T.
Oh, for what?
This.
Well, this.
This. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So things be ain't this, but no, I did it because Mac Dre came out with Boss Tycoon. Which
Rest in peace,
which
Mac
I'm
Dre.
gonna play for you
Oh, come
later.
on.
That song
Tycoon.
is
the great, the iconic Mac Dre.
my question is now, how long have you been in the game, like as far as being a rapper? Like how long? And then when is that point that you finally saw yourself starting to like get a little buzz?
I got in the game when J. Cole dropped the warm up.
Come on.
Specifically, that's why I started rapping.
Hey.
Young Simba.
Yes, Lights Please. Before it was on the Sideline Story album. Remember, he dropped it on the mixtape and then it was
That's how I
dope.
know you. You know. Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Nice Watch. You know, it cost
Yeah.
me a lot. That who that like that was that era. So I remember my homie Kevin Copeland, we worked at DTLR on Mercury.
Yeah.
You know Kevin? KJ Cope? Come on. That was my manager at DTLR. He gave me the tape. Remember, you know, J. Cole was holding the basketball in the snow. And I remember I sat on it for a minute. When I went to Howard, I remember I started on the radio station, WHBC. I started out doing radio. I was doing mad celebrity interviews. I had interviewed Big Sean, John Legend,
Nice.
Neo, mad stuff. And I remember I heard that mixtape. I was working at the Regal Cinema on Georgia Ave. I had little baby dreads. Still bagging John's popcorn butter on me.
Shout out to the locks.
I'm the locksmith. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah,
yeah.
I remember listening to that tape, and literally, I will not lie. One day we couldn't have our phones on us, so I remember pushing all the receipt paper out, and I was like, I gotta go to the bank. It just started hitting me, and I was like, yo, I gotta write this down. Like it's like it just hit me.
Yeah.
I went to study abroad in London. That's when he dropped the Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights.
You hear that
Yes,
light
sir.
flex?
Yeah, I know.
like-
I was
you
about to
like
bring
flex.
that up, but we gonna let that
jump
one.
over the gate. We'll jump over the gate.
We'll let that one go over.
I went out there, started writing my first tape. Then I went to Puerto Rico because my mom was in the military.
Yeah.
Her
Now my folks in Puerto Rico, so we
yeah,
there.
I was out there San Juan or whatever. And my senior year, I dropped my first mixtape, Late Nights to Fame Volume 1, April 27, 2012, hosted by DJ Reds from WPGC radio station.
WPGC.
That's when I first started. Then later that year I dropped a tape called Artificial, like art and official because it was official art. Then I dropped another tape probably 5 months later called I had a bug, like I was just dropping back to back to back.
Man, I was about to drop that Cardi B bar, but it kind of it ain't come out right. But y'all know it's doing the 2 mixtapes and whatever. Yeah,
How
that
did you just get like a spur of like?
I just got it. Like I was walking around campus like, yo, how you rap? And it was like, what you mean how you rap? I'm like, because I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
But then when it hit me, I was like, oh, it's up.
Yeah.
And I just didn't stop. Until someone told me that you got to pick between doing radio interviews and podcasting and music. You can't do both.
What?
Says
Who?
Right, and I stopped. And they was like, you should probably focus on the interviews because you're getting more traction with the celebrities that you're interviewing. So I kind of just put the music to the side. I shouldn't have listened.
It's okay. Learning.
Yeah, but when I got back into the music, I ended up opening for Jadakiss in the Locks in New Jersey, South P.
Dang, in Jersey.
Shout out to the Locks.
Yeah, that was about 2-3 years into rapping. Like I was going up.
Yeah.
I performed with Questlove in New
Oh,
York.
I love
Kid,
Quest.
yeah,
Love it.
Kid Robot in New York. And then I kind of like just kind of found that like I was supposed to be going on tour with Revolt TV. It got canceled, and I was in a space where I kind of just stopped. But I always have reminders. My lady reminded me a lot of different people like, yo, you got to get back to the rap because I had just stopped for like 2 years. I was dropping songs here and there, but really 2018 when I dropped that Mentally Ill album when my friends took their lives. I think that put the battery in my back because when I moved out here, I don't know if you know Sonia. She went to Heritage High School.
That name sounds familiar.
She was
Heritage.
nice. Heritage High School.
Heritage High. My sister went to Heritage. I was supposed to play basketball for Heritage. Shout out Coach Anthony.
Yeah.
Another story.
We played by AAU together and stuff. So as soon as I moved out here, man, I moved out here September 9th, 2015. She took her life in November that year.
Yeah.
And I never went to the funeral. I didn't get to go. I didn't have a chance to grieve. So later that year, my girl was like, when you gonna drop some music? I had dropped a mixtape called 7-5 and I had dropped a mixtape called Hampton because I just wanted, like, after Nipsey dropped the Crenshaw tape, I was like, I gotta do a Hampton tape. Like, I gotta do something.
Right.
So she was like, you just dropping songs. Like, what's the theme? Like, what are you going through? I didn't realize that was her way of, like, letting me tap into something deeper.
Right.
And so I was like, I don't know what I'm going through. And then I said, mentally ill. And I was like, I'm an extroverted person. So I kind of felt like people kept saying Taz is like having mood swings, but people didn't understand. I moved to LA. I got a lot of people like on me. I'm throwing shows. I threw my first show out here, made $1,200. Like Blast performed. Shout out to Blast. He was one of the first artists to perform on my stage on Vintage, and it was going up. And I just was like kind of feeling burnt out. I felt like everybody was pulling on my energy. So mentally ill was like my way of saying I need help. Like I'm struggling. I'm in Hollywood. I can go Hollywood, but I'm losing myself. And in hip hop, Nas's first album was called Illmatic. So if you tell somebody like, yo, DAHT.SOUL, your hat is ill, you know what I'm saying? Or your pants is ill, like your jersey is ill, it's a term of endearment. So I thought it was like a double entendre to say like, I'm mentally ill because I feel like I'm borderline genius, but I'm also fighting with insanity.
Yeah, I'm also not all the way right up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Powerful.
thank you. From that point forward, like that's when. So I would say 2019. That same year is when I ended up getting the A3C Fest.
Okay.
And the pandemic was unfortunate, but a blessing in disguise for me because I stopped pouring into everyone else's cup and I was able to pour into my cup because I was throwing shows, doing interviews, doing podcasts, hosting, everything. Right. But I wasn't feeding what was like the thing that I loved the most. And I just been kind of like locked in ever since, and I just been trying to like I said, I ended up during the pandemic dropping a freestyle every week called By the Bar. Like I was giving people bars by the bar. I set up a bar in my house with all Bel Air.
Nice.
I was dropping bars every week.
Come on, that's
Because I was just like, I was
tight.
jacking for beats. Like niggas wasn't sending me beats. So,
Yeah, you gotta
like,
show 'em.
Yeah, but right now, like even like Lil Baby, that was watching his documentary, like he dropped 5 like mixtapes in a year or whatever. Like I kind of feel like that's the way. It's a lot of female rap that's like taking off right now.
Right.
And I just feel like I've been looking for somebody that can keep up with the rate that I'm trying to rap at,
Yeah.
because I can run laps.
Man,
like,
let's go.
Right now, I know my next 10 mixtapes. I got all the titles written down, color coded, like
Locked and loaded.
yeah, ready to go for
Love
real.
it.
What up, Reed? Shout out my bro. I ain't seen you in a minute, man.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yeah,
So basically, what you trying to
that's
tell you? Let me tell you. Basically, what she's telling you. Right,
She's
shit is-
ready for war.
Right, shit is real out here. Okay, all right. Yeah, it ain't a game. You know what I mean?
What's coming up next?
Man, I got a single I'm about to release called Air It Out. I sent you the exclusive so y'all can hear it. We don't got to premiere it just yet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no. We
We
if,
gonna-
if you would like us to, you know what I'm saying, she's a DJ.
Yeah.
She makes fire mixes.
Oh, word. I can't wait for you to hear Time Millionaire.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't have a DJ. Like, I
You know
don't.
what I'm saying?
Perfect.
I've always
Yeah.
wanted a female DJ. I'm not
And
gonna
see
lie.
that
Female band,
look
female
at that.
DJ.
Connecting.
Connected.
Hold on.
The
Taz, I love you.
dots.
I love you. You take my damn DJ away.
No,
We
I
got,
don't
you
DJ.
take my DJ. Okay? All right.
We're
I
all
love
gonna
you.
be together.
We'll be together on tour.
Okay, I love it. Okay,
Yeah,
I love it.
we
I
gonna
love
be on
it.
tour
I love
together.
it. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Like, you put all this together, man. For real.
For real. We always, that's one thing I love about just music and how we grow, because real people always come back to the
Yeah.
people that connected us.
Yeah.
Like I love how you guys are both from Virginia, the same area,
7-5.
and you are back here in Hollywood connecting.
You know what's crazy? We just met
Yep.
Oh,
like a month ago, right? And this is what it is. Like I feel like in
Yeah.
Atlanta they stick together. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's so much money out here for us to eat. Like it's so much food.
Very
and,
much
and like
so,
when I
yeah.
like if anybody tells me they're from Virginia, we're automatically
Family,
And like
yeah.
I said, like he brought me here, gave me this opportunity, which I'm extremely grateful for, bro. Like I
I
said,
told you, I had no choice. You still don't get that, dude.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
still don't get it. You still don't get it. You don't
I tried to
understand.
explain to my friends about Virginians, like just a different type of love and
Yeah,
care.
it's for
like,
lovers.
Yeah, it really is.
'Cause you
See,
got to
on
go
the
back
It
home.
says VA's for hustlers, but it's for lovers.
It's for
too.
love, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got to go back home. We from a small
And that
town,
shirt
even
is
though it has so
fire.
much history.
Yeah.
You got to go back home.
I got you.
And that's why I told her when I first met her. I said you don't have to worry, and she was like, nah. Like so, I was like, even if I didn't want to, I have to.
Yeah.
We're part of something, a bigger picture. So it's not based off my ego. It's based off what we got to take care of. And we from the town, so we from this, from where we from. So we are the foundation. Whether we like it or not, God chose us.
Yeah.
And that's I'm glad that that's a point to SouLTopiA is all about that.
Exactly.
Like,
Let me speak to. I wanted to ask about the name. I know y'all
Oh.
asking me questions. I used to
Yeah.
drink Fruitopia back in the day.
oh yeah,
Fruitopia.
Fruitopia. That was my
Ooh,
that was
they
one
need
of
to
my
bring that
things.
back. I love
for
that
sure.
little peach mango or the green one or the blue one.
Man, all of them.
Yeah, SouLTopiA.
SouLTopiA. It's an extension from .SOUL. My stage name.
Yeah.
My mom, she gave me that name.
Your name is Soul?
No, .SOul.
Your name is Dot?
My name is. Well, I ain't gonna say my name out here,
Yeah,
but my
you
mom,
said-
she gave me the name Dot.
My mama gave him the name.
She told me how to spell it and all that, and I was like
DAHT, right?
DAHT.
What is the significance behind that?
She was just. This is all she said. She
Okay.
was like, I like your name. I like DOT. It's cool, but what if you spelled it with a AH?
Mama knows best.
I was like, pull out my phone, put it on the notepad. I was like, that actually looks really cool.
It does.
And she was like, yeah, I think it would be tight. I've been thinking about. I was like, you've been thinking about.
That's right.
Oh, your
me?
artist name.
Yeah.
So you came up with the name Dot as your
Yeah,
artist name.
.SOul
Okay,
was
.SOul.
was my my artist name, and then she was like, I really like your name. How about we change the spelling of it? I was like,
She put the bright lights to it.
yeah. And honestly, it looks better on a lot of stuff too.
Yeah.
Like when
And it's your unique signature.
my unique signature and all of that. So
How'd you come up with the name?
everything I do is from my soul.
Yeah.
And so and instead of putting a period after, because that's all it's from. I don't do it for like myself or from like how can I say a selfish place or anything like that. It's only from a pure place in my soul, and that's it. So that's where the dot came from. So but I just put dot in front, and I call myself .SOul. But SouLTopiA is just the place that I've created, the vibe that I created, that everybody is welcome to.
It's like your metaverse, your universe, your
Yeah,
world.
in real life. So SouLToPia is it's an open community too, because it's not just music. It's dance. Because I came from the crump world.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my crump niggas.
Hey.
Cooking, fashion. Because I know so many designers and stylists, cooks. My sister is a chef. She's all DJs. Yeah, shout out Brienne.
Real life issues.
Yeah, real life issues. We talk about all this stuff here on like SouLToPia. So it's not just music, but we had a conversation of imposter syndrome before Chanel went on her trip, and that's just something different that and relatable that people go through, because we are all artists. We all go through similar things, may not be the same thing, but a lot of stuff when we talk, it's like, oh, well, what I was just going through something like that the other day. So our goal here is to stay together and make sure everybody knows that we got them.
Community.
Yeah.
Your best ability is your vulnerability.
Yeah.
Your availability, your accountability.
Let me write that down.
Yeah.
Best ability.
It really is, because like
If you could be vulnerable, you'll actually end up finding out that we're all going through the same thing.
Yeah.
We
You gotta
all are
flex.
suffering because we all live on this planet together.
and it's your real self. It's your real self. A lot of artists, got a lot of masks on that they only take off here and there. I don't got one. Mine's
Crazy, because we were double masked during the pandemic.
Yo.
We was already wearing a mask.
Yeah, right.
I couldn't even tell you what you really looked like. I was like, wait,
Right.
I didn't even know what you looked like that.
So Taz, we appreciate you for being here for sure.
Very much.
I'm glad we got to do this interview.
Yeah.
We have these things called SouLToPia takeovers.
Okay.
Yes.
We haven't started soon, but you will definitely be on the list for one.
Okay.
It's just your time. You get to do this. Bring whoever you want on. Play whatever you want.
Okay.
And it's-
Freestyle.
Yeah,
I was gonna
freestyle.
ask you to freestyle,
Yeah,
but I was
yeah,
like,
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
an instrumental you can pull up. I'll do
Man,
that.
do
hey,
Do I?
last little.
I can get a request.
Yeah, hold on. What you want to hear?
Can you put what's the Styles P? Marie Antoinette.
Marie Antoinette.
Yeah, I think you could look it up on YouTube. I like that beat.
I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, it should say Marie. Yeah.
Do you got to?
While I'm looking this up, where can everybody find you at?
Yes, you can follow me at Tasmania Show on all social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all of that. Music, TAZ TIKOON, TIKOON. Make sure y'all visit Tide Water H2O, my water page, www.tidewaterh2o.com.
Tell them about that YouTube vlog.
Oh, my YouTube vlog. Yeah, make sure you follow me on YouTube. I'll be getting on my little Queen Naja DDG type time, so I show my lifestyle. I got a vegan cooking show called Love at First Bite, plant-based lifestyle. Yeah, you can look that up on YouTube and Instagram. Yeah, man, and I got some new music dropping soon. When we get off air, I'm gonna let y'all hear that. And go get that Tide Millionaires. Listen to that Airplane Mode. That's my latest project. It's a trip within to ascend. The entire project is a trip. So all of the records are named after everything Airplane Mode related. I got Baggage Claim, Layover, Turbulence, First Class. My latest single off my deluxe is called Carry On. Yeah, if you ain't about a bag, nigga, carry on. Well, niggas
Move.
ain't mad 'cause
You better move.
For sure. I'm Dot.
JT.
DJ Chanelli.
Boom, and y'all already know where to find us at.
That's my
Right.
DJ.
Hey, SouLToPia Radio. Love y'all. Holler.
Had some blood on my hands, had to wash it off.